Oh my god, I'm scared. I am going to attempt to read for 24 hours. Okay, so basically what I am planning to do is split it up like 12 one day and then 12 the other day. I'm not gonna do the OG like all-nighter thing because I know I will not do well with that. And also, if I'm reading, then if I'm so tired, I won't be able to like comprehend anything. And I also need my sleep. So I'm just gonna do it like 12 and 12. And this is my first time doing this, so I'm kind of scared, but we'll see how it goes. I am going to babysit right now, so I think, well, I'm currently in the middle of One Dark Window on my Kindle, and then A Charming Touch of Tarot. This is kind of not summary reads. I feel like this is not typical for me to read, like spooky books in the summer, but I really just want it to be fall. I don't know why, but fall is my favorite season. And I saw this at the library and I thought the cover was really cute, so just wanted to try it out. So I think I'm just going to take this to babysitting because I want to read on a physical like copy. So yeah. I just got back from babysitting and there are 18 hours left so far. So I am about halfway through A Charming Touch of Tarot and it's kind of boring so far. Like I don't really feel attached to like any of the characters. I just feel like it's kind of just dragging on. And they're supposed to be solving this mystery. Like there's a bunch of mysteries going on and I'm just like, it leaves you feeling confused. I just want them to like go on and like go solve the mystery instead of like dragging everything on. So that's basically where I'm at right now. I am honestly thinking of DNFing A Charming Touch of Tarot because, okay, so I saw this at the library and I thought the cover was cute. Has like little ghosts and like tarot cards, and I was just looking for like a spooky, cozy read, and this looked like it could be it. But as I'm almost like halfway through. So as I was reading, I noticed that they're mentioning a lot of these characters without any like backstory or like explanations, and turns out this is the second book in a series, and it's just very confusing for me to follow. But basically you're following this group of like magical women. I don't think they're like witches, but they each have like different magical things like they can see. I don't think they like do magic. Actually, wait, I don't know. Like, see this, I'm so confused. And they just talk about a lot of the things that happened in the previous book. And of course, I don't know what they're talking about. So sadly, I think I'm gonna DNF this because I'm not invested in this story. I don't care about the characters. Like, because I just don't understand what's going on. And they just keep dragging on the story and this mystery for so long. Like, it's too long. I don't know. So, I ended the timer at like 14 hours and 31 minutes, I think. I think I am going to start It's a Love Story by Annabelle Monaghan, but since I already stopped the timer, I'm just going to do that tomorrow. Cause on a high note, I am obsessed with One Dark Window. This has been on my TBR for so long, and I'm so glad I'm like finally getting to it. This is also on my 2025 to read before the end of the year like list. So yeah, it is so like the beginning was kind of slow, but I get it because like you have to set up the it's like fantasy world building, so it takes a long time, but like now I understand more of it, and there's a lot of like understanding of the magic in this book because it's unlike anything I've ever read. It's like dealt through with like cards, and they're called Providence cards, I think, and they each have like different magical elements that they do, but basically you're following Elspeth. Sometimes she goes by like Bess, I think. So there was this big fever, and like back when she was like 11, I think, and she was one of the kids that got infected, and usually with all these kids they got infected with like a very like dangerous magic, and as they grow up it starts to show and starts to like make their bodies like decompose and like degenerate, I think, and just like killing them from the inside because of the magic. So the kingdom basically killed all of these kids because they didn't want anybody around them to be with this infection. But Elspeth's magic didn't show on the outside. It basically, she has this like voice in her head called the Nightmare, and when she's in danger or needs help, he kind of takes over her body and like either defends her or like fights for her. But it's very strange. She doesn't know who this Nightmare is in her head. All she knows is like it's some sort of dark magic or whatever. But it's really interesting. So the only reason she like basically got to live was that I think her parents sent her to her aunt's house, and she took care of her, but still nobody knows that she has magic, because essentially she would be dead. But yeah, that's why she's living now, and right now I am on page 121, so about 28% in, and they are at this like ball gala thing, and I think we met the male main character, Raven, and he's the captain of like the military basically. So they ran into each other, and it was just like very tense because he found out that she has magic, but he's kind of using her to his advantage to collect the Providence cards, but we don't know why yet. But she's just grateful to like be alive because he has every right to like kill her basically. So yeah, it's like exactly what I was looking for. So I'm really glad I started this, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the morning when the 14 hours start again. So I did end up DNFing, what was it called? A Charming Touch of Tarot, just because like I don't see myself really honestly like comprehending what's happening. It was just very confusing. So I started It's a Love Story, and I'm like loving this right now. The banter is so funny. This main girl is like, she's just so funny, and people think she's like quirky and just like odd because she grew up as a child actor in like a sitcom, kind of like Jessie or like those Disney Channel ones, and she was always like the butt of the joke. She was the Joker. So like she's just like very naturally funny, but now she's trying to be like more serious and people are not taking her serious. I shouldn't be laughing at that, but like her inner monologue is just very witty, and I feel like she's just really funny. And I really like her. I also like, I think I have a feel, well, I feel like Dan is going to be the male main character because the other guy that they're going to see, he just seems like really rude and mean. So, yeah. Dan, I also like Dan. They're just banter is kind of, it's really funny and I'm enjoying it so far. I'm on like page 121, so like almost halfway through, and yeah, this is a good time. We have 13 hours left and they're about 30 minutes, so let's see if I can at least finish a book during this time instead of DNFing. So I have finished It's a Love Story and One Dark Window within the 24 hours. So I thought I could give you my reviews now and like my ratings. So for It's a Love Story, I am not going to give my full review. That will be in my combined, I think, June and July wrap up towards the end of the month, but I landed on a 4.25 for that one. I really enjoyed the beginning, like I was telling you guys before. Like, I really loved the female main character, Jane, because I thought she was so funny, but also very relatable. And I did like Dan in the beginning, like the beginning to like almost middle to end part, but at the end, he just got a bit too nonchalant, and I really didn't like that because they went to like recruit this guy to sing an original song for their film to like make it more commercial, and that guy had like was doing a song with Jane like when she was on that sitcom, like children's sitcom, and he was really rude to her, and then he was rude to her again, like very mean, and I feel like Dan should have like stood up for her or said something or just like got mad at him, and he like didn't. He was just like, ugh, like whatever. Like, I don't think Jane actually told him the full story, but still, like, I feel like he should have said something. It was like my one thing that I didn't like about it, but overall I really enjoyed it. I just love her writing. It's super fast paced. As soon as I started it, you're like hooked into the story. And yeah, I actually didn't think, well, this is a spoiler, but the third act breakup, I'm like so sick of them. That's also why I didn't bump it up to like 4.5-ish, because I just think they're like, they drag on the story and it's like, it's just annoying. And then for One Dark Window, I think I'm gonna land on a 4-star. I'm not sure yet, but I really like the atmosphere and the vibes the like setting gives me. It's very like winter and like fall coded, but still even in the summer, like I feel those like kind of like cozy, not really cozy because it is kind of high stakes fantasy, but just kind of those like vibes that like when you read a book in the fall and winter time. And there was a plot twist that I did not expect regarding the male main character. I'm not gonna say, but if you have read it, you know. And yeah, I overall really enjoyed it. I definitely think I'm gonna pick up the next book. I think it's only a 2-book series, so like a duology. So yeah, I didn't like it as much as It's a Love Story, but I did. The female main character was a bit annoying to me. I don't know, not annoying, but just like she didn't have like personality. And when I was reading it like back to back from It's a Love Story, like Jane had so much personality that I kind of liked that story more and it was more interesting to me. But I mean, One Dark Window wasn't bad at all. Like 4 stars is a really good rating. So that I think is what I'm gonna land on for this. If you have made it to the end of this video, thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you would like to, and hopefully I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!